everyone, we're going to do two problems here. This one, solve for n, find n. Usually it's written this way. And also we're going to solve for n here with this equation. Alright, so we're going to start with the first one. And we're going to use our combination formula and rewrite it. Again, this is the same as NC2. So in our case, our R equals 2. So let's write it out. We're going to have n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Now, if you're coming to this problem, you've done some basic ones. You know that this top one is basically just n. We're doing this times n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial. This always equals this one, because that can cancel out. And then we have 2 factorial. Remember, if you have 8 factorial divided by 6 factorial times 2 factorial, you're just going 8 times 7, and then you always choose the biggest one and go 6 factorial. So that's all we did here. We just went to the biggest number here. All right, and this equals 45. Now simplifying, these two will cancel. So we're going to have n times n minus 1 divided by 2 times 1, which is 2, equals 45. Now I'm going to cross multiply and also distribute. So when you do that, you're going to get n squared minus n equals 90. Now since it's quadratic, let's subtract 90 from both sides and set this to 0 and factor. So when you factor, you're going to get n minus 10 and n plus 9. Therefore, our n's equal 10 and n equals negative 9. We never use negative for this number here, so we can disregard that. So n equals 10. N has to be positive. All right, now next problem is a little bit harder. We have to use both formulas. So basically what we're saying is for the first formula, we're going to do just like we did before. So that's going to be n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Now in this case, we have this n minus 1. So here it is. So this is like your n comma 2. Again, we can say this is like NPR. So when you write that out, that's going to be the same thing, but it's going to be n. So your n in our case is really n minus 1. So you can write n minus 1 factorial. And then for the denominator, your n again is n minus 1. And then your r is 2. So r equals 2 in this one. So minus 2 factorial. All right, from there, we're going to take it again, and we're going to get, well, first of all, this one, we're going to get n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial equals, and all we're doing is cleaning this up, n minus 1 factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial. Okay, now the next step is we're going to expand like we did earlier. So this one is really n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial, just like in the previous problem. Okay, and this one, we do the same thing. So this one's going to be equal to n minus 1 n minus 2 times n, oh, this should have been 3, sorry, n minus 3 factorial. Remember, you always take the denominator, divide it by n minus 3 factorial. Now what you're going to do is cancel these two out and these two out. And then what you're going to get is n times n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial, which is 2 times 1, equals n minus 1 times n minus 2. Now, n is going to be greater than or equal to 2 because this has to be positive. All right, so now we can clean this up. Basically, when you have something like this, if you had A times B equals B times C, then the B's can cancel. Because that's just like saying 2 times 3 equals 3 times 4, but it's just excess, so you can cross it out. So basically we can cancel these two out, and what we're going to get is n divided by 2 equals n minus 2. Now simplifying this, if I cross multiply this up here, I get n equals 2n minus 4. And then we just solve for n. I'm going to subtract the n and add the 4. So add the 4 here, that will cancel. And then that's going to be your n. That will cancel. And that's your final answer. That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.